and we'll see how I'm streaming to Facebook and to YouTube. So I just am trying to just see if we have everything set up properly. And I'm not seeing live there. Let's see. Here. Not seeing it there, but I'm going to put you in my phone holder here. Oh, shoot. Okay. Let's look. What's going on here? There we go. I need to flip it. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Hi, just trying to get set up. I'm Mary with Hawg Designs, and we're going to do a little crafting tonight. So I'm just getting all my devices up and going. And while you're waiting for me, I have several items in my Buy It Now if you want to check those out. There I am here. All right. Hi there, Tracy. How are you tonight? I am on Whatnot tonight, and if you are interested in any item, if you're for purchase, you'll have to, I'm purchasing everything tonight through Whatnot. All right, and tonight we're going to be crafting a Be Mine little journal. Let me see if I can find myself over here now. Let's see. I don't want this. Let's see. Not finding anything on there, so we're going to put this away so I don't get myself confused anymore. All right. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, Tracy. That's great. Grandchildren keeping you busy. All right, here. Let's see. Do I have something that's in the way here? we are going to see how this works for us tonight. So I have this Be Mine journal here that we're going to put together, and this is also in the Buy It Now. It is going to be just a little accordion journal. I haven't put it together myself, so we'll see. I've cut out all of the pages. There are some full sheet pages. I'm not sure what I'm going to use those for yet, but let's set those aside. And then, so here are all the elements that I have cut out, little bees and tags. We have some journal cards here, waterfall journal cards. And I'm just trying to organize everything right now so that it's kind of in some order when we get to that point. Here is a sweet little pocket. Another pocket. Right, this is a pocket, and this goes with it for a little flap at the top here. Some more ephemera. I believe these are pockets as well. Let's see. Trying to put all the like pieces together here. I was going to do that before I came on live, and my time got away from me. So forgive me while we sort through this, but it has just darling pieces. These are little cards, little cupcake, and a little jar of sweet treats. More ephemera. Just set him aside. I'm not sure where that goes yet. Some more tags. How is everyone tonight? I have not gone on live with Whatnot in a very long time. It's been over a year. And I thought, let's get back to this. And I did enjoy it when I did do it before. And I thought, let's continue. Oh boy. So we have some inside pieces. Oh, I wish I would have reviewed my instructions here. Oh, I do have instructions here. Included in this kit are going to be these instructions printed for you. So I am looking for this piece. And I think so this is going to go like that, and then I think that goes like this, and then this goes like this. All right, let's start here. I think I'm figuring it out. So I'm going to set my little instructions up here. And so this is going to be the inside lining of our journal. I have, we're going to have a gusset here. This is a middle spine area. And then we're going to glue this sheet onto this tab, same as this one here. But before I actually do any gluing, I want to fold these items. So I'm going just to fold this on the line where the tab meets the paper. And so I just use my fingers and I score it, or I fold it over, and I then take this is a bone folder, and then I just give it a nice crease and open it back up. So now it's ready to fold whatever direction we need it in the future here. I'll do the same with this one. Let's see here. I have an item on my Buy It Nows that I am offering through a flash sale. And let me see if I can get that up, and we'll run that flash sale. Well, maybe it is up. I think it is. So it's actually this piece here. I'll show you. All right. It is this. I am calling it a retro sweetheart creative junk journal folio, and what you'll be receiving are all the pages to create something like this yourself, and you can do however embellishing you'd like. But it features this little gal and this little fella. It has Be Mine and Sweetheart on them, and it opens up. You can have there will be pockets, there will be tags and ephemera pieces. There's a envelope here, and inside it has some little journaling cards with some sweet messages on it, and blank spaces so you can add your own sentiments and write in your own little words if you're going to gift this to someone. And I added some extra lace here on the tab, and I had this cute heart shaped lace piece here that I added as well. On my tags, I put two together and added ribbon. This one I added a piece of lace to make a little tab. And then I had a heart-shaped piece in my scrapbooking stuff, and I laid this on there, and then I put this ephemera piece on top of it that was in part of your kit. Here, on this piece here, I put this ephemera piece in, but I didn't glue the top, so I made it a little pocket, and here we have a little box of chocolates. You have your roses, and then it folds together, and then on the back I have another pocket. We have some more tags. This is a double pocket. We have this little gal here, and I glued her on, but only part way. And then we have in the kit will be a number of vintage Valentine cards that you can use if you want to gift them. You can use them even in decor, on sticking them up in different pieces. And There's also another tag here, that double tag with a little ribbon on it. So when it comes to the embellishing or the creative piece of these journals, that is something that you can do however you want. This one here, I stuck on a little dangle. I have these little wooden hearts, bulb pin, a little key, and a piece of ribbon, and it just makes a cute little item. This would be really something different and unique if you wanted to use it for a card instead of your traditional Hallmark cards. You could create this and give this to your special to a special person, or if that person is someone who enjoys crafting themselves, they might like the kit, and so that they can put it together themselves. So that is on our flash sale tonight. I was going to do 14%, but I couldn't do that. But it's 15% off the normal price of $13, 15% off. So that's a great deal for you. And the kit includes 11 pages, and so there's more elements than what I have in this particular journal. There will be some, there's a heart-shaped envelope and some additional Valentine cards that you can stick in there. So there's a whole variety of things that will come to you in this Retro Sweetheart Junk Journal Kit. So that's our feature tonight. And let's put that up there. All right, so now let's get back to business and get these little guys put together. And I'm just making sure I'm not trying to answer any questions that I can. So I think we're good there. Hi, Patsy. You're on Facebook. Nice to see you. Oh, Tracy, number 3 grandbaby is overdue. Yeah, hope everything goes well. All right, so let's get back here and finish this up here. We are going to now attach page 3 to page 4, and you can do that a variety of ways. You can use double face tape like this, and I have some fuzz on it, or you can use, I like this art glitter glue. It dries really fast. Or you could use like a Aleene's tacky glue. So, or you could even use a glue stick. So I'm going to choose to use my favorite, which is the art glitter glue. It dries very quickly, and my little needle is now stuck in there. All right, I have a problem, Houston. Let me grab some tools. I need my pliers. Let's see if we can get that out of there without causing too much trouble. There we go. I haven't used it in a little bit, and the little ball that goes on top of it popped off too. So now what I like to do is put this needle back in it when I'm done using it for a while, and so we will see how, if I cannot lose this. Where am I gonna stick this? All right, well, wish me luck, girls. So I am just going to put some glue on this here tab. Then I'm going to lay this one on top. And then just lining up the edges. And then I'm just going to give it a nice little press. This one, before we actually glue it on, I want to fold these in as well. And so these journal kits they're beginner friendly, and if you are someone who would like a creative escape but doesn't want all the overwhelm of buying all of the things, and having a large supply of crafting things at home, you can purchase one of these and it would allow you to craft and have your creative outlet and not have all of the extra overwhelm of, now I need to shop for this, and oh, I need to get this and I need to get that. I have actual kits beyond just the paper itself. For instance, I have our little cottage here, and this I believe the standard kit is 28 pages, but I have created some additional elements. So originally it comes with little puppies that you could open up and peek inside. So here we have a little puppy here. But when I saw this design, I thought of my grandmother. So I am a little on the older side. So my grandmother was really into canning and growing a garden and, really the homemaker type of person. So my grandmother always wore aprons. And so I created an image of a little older lady coming to the door with her aprons. So they'll have some of those types of images. I also remember her having a pantry just filled with lots of canning things, making her own breads, you name it. It was that type of era back then. So that's why I've created some additional ephemera pieces. But this is such a darling journal. It has this beautiful waterfall piece here. It has filled with pockets, and we've done some tags with ribbons and made them into little dangles. It's just beautiful. I just love this journal. We have a little envelope here, and inside we have a card, a trifold card here. And let's see, this one's just is a journal spot here. Another large pocket with some more tags. Another tag here with some little journal cards. Another beautiful long pocket here with a journal card, a tag. Just the hydrangeas are just gorgeous. So this is an idea of how you could construct your own journal, the little cottage journal. Here is another type of envelope that we have tied with a ribbon. I don't have anything stuck inside this, but this, if you were going to create this and gift it to somebody, you could stick a gift card in here. You could create little notes and stick them in there as well. Here we have a couple more pockets, and we have a mini cottage card that you can make a little sentiment note in that. And then the back cover, we have another little, this one has a window. This one opens up and we have a little puppy sitting on a chair. But if you're looking for this piece, I have this as a complete kit. Again, you're going to get about 30 pages filled with all of the elements and the designs to create this. You are also going to get the ribbons and the Velcro. I think there was a Velcro closure on one of those envelopes. And then you're also going to get a little surprise bonus with some lavender inside here. So it's a complete kit all ready for you. And there's video tutorials of how to construct this. So everything is put together for you, and it's just a beautiful piece. I just fell in love with this design. All right, let's get back to business. Okay, so we have to glue this tab. Come on now. Now my glue won't come out. There we go. I was gibbering. Okay, I'm going to glue this piece onto this tab. Make sure that when you're gluing these pieces that you have your hearts going the same direction, that you don't have a little mishap and you have one sheet upside down. So that I'm going to lay this aside, and now we're going to do our front cover here. So then we have this piece first. I'm going to fold it in half where the two designs meet. And then to my bone folder and crease that nicely. Open, have a nice, not quite sure why this is on this side. Just reading my directions. Cut pieces. Glue P1 outside to the backs of the inside. Now I think I'm not sure how this is going to go. I'm playing around trying to figure this out because it's not 100% clear how this is going. This goes here. I think this goes over here. well, we're gonna give this a whirl. Not sure I want to do this, if this is, I'm going to do this correctly. This one has to go on this side here, is what it's showing me. This is supposed to go right like this. Oh, I see there's another line here, so that makes sense. All right, we're good. We are good. So here, I'm going to use some double-faced tape. I'm going to go like this. Thank you for your patience while I figure out this design. I usually before I go live, I like to make sure I know what I'm doing, and I didn't prepare myself. I almost slept through my first show of 2026 because I took a little, I closed my eyes to rest them for a moment, and then that was a mistake. Now I'm scrambling. Oh well. Thank you for coming on. I have some items in my Buy It Now if you're interested. I am offering a flash sale of a Sweetheart journal folio kit that I've created. If you're interested in that, you can snag that while it's on sale. We have 15% off on that item. All right, there we are. And let's do, we're going to just use some school glue and see how this works for us. Just going to finish laying that in here. All right, now I will need to take off the backing of this tape. That's always the challenge. Sometimes it comes off easy and sometimes it doesn't. All right, come on, Claire. There we go. This gets laid in like this. I'm just using my bone folder just to kind of help it to get it, make sure I don't have any wrinkles in the paper or anything like that. And so this folds in like that. I have another fold. Let's run our bone folder along there like that. So now we have our little gusset right here. Very good. Flip it over. And we'll put our other two pages on. This one must go right here. Yep. So we'll do this one here. Again, we'll use our double-faced tape. here, put it on. Anyone have any questions about what I'm doing or how you can purchase from me? Anything like any questions I might be able to help you with? If you do, when you leave your message or your comment, please add a question mark to the end of your statement. It puts your comments in yellow, and I can really, as a presenter, then I can see that comment, and it really stands out rather than just a normal comment. All right, so there we have this there, and I need my glue stick. What did I do with that little guy? Did I stick it in here? I don't see it, but I'll grab this one. So, adding some glue stick in the middle of, or in the center around where we have put our double-faced tape. And now I'm going to peel my protective tape off the top of my tape. That, and then this piece lays in here. I'm going to butt it up against the other paper and line it up to the bottom edge of the inside paper, like that. That looks wonderful. Let's get our bone folder here and just make sure we have a nice, good adhesion there. All right, one more panel to do. This one should fit here. It does. Okay, grab our double-faced tape again. All right. Everyone's staying warm. I am in Iowa, and it's been really cold. Very cold for about a week now. However, you know, we typically have our really cold snap at the beginning of January. It just was a little later this year. Thank you for coming on. If you have any questions, let me know. And if you're interested in grabbing yourself a journal, I have 4 featured journals tonight that I'm offering. I'm actually have one of them on a flash sale tonight. So you can look at that. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, then I need my stick. Whoopsie. Then we'll get some glue in there. Okay, grab this tape off of here. Maybe. It's being temperamental. There we go. All right, where are you? Okay, then our pens. stick our last little piece on here. All right, I'm going to see if I can put my needle back in here before I lose it. There we go. All right, so we have our cover all constructed now. It looks like I need to fold this right here. All right. That folds in like that. That will fold in, and then this folds over. That folds in first, then this. This, I think, how it works. Nope, they have to fold these. I have another fold here to do. Let's move those aside. All right, come on here. Like that. Now, it folds together like that. There we go. So here we have our basic construction of our journal, our Be Mine journal. Now we get to do the fun stuff and put our pockets and our embellishing items on. I'm going to start here with this panel here, and we're going to do our waterfall. And the waterfall is going to consist of these pages here, the 3AB, no, the P3A through P3G. So that we, first off on the waterfall is that we're going to need to fold in our tabs. So we're going to just do that. Let's move this here just a moment, just so I don't mess it up. Excuse me. I had a sneeze. Thank you for popping on. We are making a Be Mine journal tonight, and I'm working on the waterfall piece right now. The waterfall has six different journal pieces, and we're folding in the tabs on them right now. And so I think we want that to the back. Yeah. So I'm doing that right now. I'm just folding all of the journal card pieces. I'm doing a rough fold, just to kind of a temporary one, and then I take a bone folder or a credit card or a little scraping tool, just to kind of make the fold a little more sharp. If you have a scoreboard You could also use that, but it's just as fast to do it this way than to pull out a scoreboard. Okay. So if you're just popping on, I have some items in my buy it now where I'm featuring 4 different journals tonight. There are 3 different Valentine ones and then a little cottage journal. They are ready to ship out right away. They would make great substitute for a Valentine card. You can create a little journal, or you could give the entire package to a crafty friend or loved one, and they could create the journal themselves. All right, one more here, and then we will glue these down. All right. One thing you could do before we glue, you could use some ink and ink the edges if you'd like so, just to give it a little extra distress, if you're into that kind of vibe. And I think I will do that really quick. I don't have much ink on here, but if I have any didn't cut exactly perfect and have any extra white edge showing through, this will kind of camouflage that for us. And what I'm using is a, I don't know what brand this is. This is a Stamp Abilities, just a little ink pad that I'm using in more of a brown tones. It's just like I don't have much ink at all on this here, and it's just giving it a tiny bit of distressing on it. All right, there we go. Oh, I don't know what happened. Let me do something here. I don't want this. I'll get back over here. All right, there we go. Okay, now we want to put this little waterfall together here. Now I have to think a minute. I think we start. Let's get this back in order. Let's get back in order here like this. This one, this one. Okay, so we're going to start with the first one first. Yeah. We're going to start with the cover one, or the top one first. Let's just lay these all in there first and see, just make sure how far I need to go up. I need to go almost clear to the top, don't I? Yep, okay. So here, let's do this glue. We're going to use the Aleene's Fast Grabs Tacky Glue on my tabs here. If I can get it to come out. Come on. Come on. What's going on? You're coming? Oh, good grief. There's a little bit. All right, I need something. Something. I must have a clog up in there somewhere. Let's see if this is going to work. There, it's starting to come out slow, but it's coming. All right, I'll stick him over there. And we're going to lay this right up here. Don't want to go over my fold. I want to center it between the two folds here. Here and here. Let's slide this over a little more. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. So we get this first one done, and then the rest will be easy. I think that looks pretty good. So then we open it up. We can open up that flap, go to our next one here, and then add our glue to our tab. And lay this right on top of the next one here, butting it up close, matching up the sides, and then laying it down like that. That looks great. I'll do the same to this next one. Put this over here, bring this back, butt it up against the next one, and line it up to the edges of the other cards. I'll do this next one here. Like that. Just have a couple more cards to go. And we'll have our waterfall completed. I don't know that we're going to be able to finish the entire piece tonight here on my Whatnot show, but I will continue to work on it. And then if you are following me on Facebook, I will post a picture of the completed journal there. So if you're on Whatnot and you want to follow me on Facebook, I'm Hawg Wall Designs there. All right. Looks like I need to scooch this over just a bit. This is not quite lined up. There we go. That looks better. All right, so this is our waterfall, and it has lots of all the journaling spots on the back of these cards. Like that. All right, so now let's put a pocket. Put one of these pockets on here. I think that'll look nice there. So on this pocket, we have a tab here and here. So we're going to fold those two pockets in. I mean, tabs in, not pockets. All right. I am planning to go live, hopefully on, have another show, hopefully next week, same time, on here on Whatnot. And we'll figure out what I'm working on some new designs, and we will feature some new things next time. I'll also be putting them together or something together, a project together. Let's see, I need to just do a little trim here. I personally, on these tabs, they overlap one another, and I'm just going to trim them up a little bit because I want to remove some of that excess there so that it helps my journal lay flatter. Oh, just a little more on this side. Like that. So here it has more of a nice mitered corner to it. I'm not sure about this here. I think I'm just going to snip that off as well, just to trim that up so that when it's laying in on my journal, I don't see this little, yeah, that looks better. So I just trim that up as well. So now we are going to lay this pocket right here on our corner. Again, I'm going to use Eileen's Tacky Glue. I always want to put my glue, not lay it on my element, not on top of my journal, so in case I get like carried away with it and I don't want it spilling on my journal. Alright, so now we're going to lay this down here. And you could also ink the edges on the pocket if you choose. There, I just lining up the bottom edge and the side here to the edges. That looks nice and clean. Let's see, what else do we have? We have, let's do the other pocket on the other side. That'll be quick and easy here. Just like that. Like that one. And my bone folder border over those to get a nice crease, and we need to do a little trimming again. So that looks good. Just going to put some glue down here on the tab. Like that. And I'm going to lay that one over here. Alright, so there we have pockets, a waterfall, and now here we have some more pockets here. These are a bit differently. P2. That's this one. It's A, B, and C. Okay, so these are going to lay like this, 3 pockets here, and we have some tabs to fold in. So let's do that on. Fold in our tabs on all 3 of our pockets here quick. Alright. Okay, here again we need to do a little trimming. Well, maybe this will work out okay. This one's going to have an overlap. I think it'll be alright. Yeah, let's leave that. So let's fold the bottom edge first. And then we'll fold in our sides. If you're new and just popping on, I have a flash sale tonight on a retro, let's see, a retro sweetheart journal. I'm just going to show you what it looks like, whatever I take with it. So here, and it looks like this. This is put together. You could, of course, when you put yours together, it's going to look a little different. But this is the basics of it, where it's going to have tags and little journal cards. And this opens up this little folio. I put a pocket in the front here, stuck this sweet little girl there. And then it has filled with more pockets and tags and journal cards and sweet nothings. So if you're interested in that, that's our flash sale tonight. I'm offering a 15% discount of all pre-printed journal pages for you to create something very similar to this. So, all right, let's do this pocket quick. Once we get these pockets together here, I think we're going to call it a night. I plan to go live for about an hour here tonight. And then, like I said, if you aren't following me on Facebook, I plan to put a photo of the completed journal there. Also, I'll probably create I'm on YouTube as well. I'll probably create a flip through video as well of the finished journal once we're done here. So if you want to follow me or subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, that would be awesome as well. So these get layered like so here. Yes, okay. So we're going to need to put glue on our largest pocket here. That, and we'll put this one here. Let's try to center it between the two folds. Okay, get the glue on our next one here. We're just going to lay this on top of the one we just laid down. Matching up the edges to the pocket that we laid down just previously. And then we got one more to do. This, oopsie, it's moving around. Put that down there. All right, there we go. So that's what we have done so far, is that we have put together our cover. We put two pockets on the sides. We have pockets in this middle section here. We'll be able to put some ephemera inside and some tags. And we have a waterfall journal cards here that we could make sentiment notes here. You can put photos of you and your sweetheart, whatever you would like. And then I have some more pieces, and I'll continue to fill this journal card out. And with that, so I hope you enjoyed our little evening tonight here. I'm going to move my camera up so that you can just see who has been talking behind the scenes here. So, well, let's see if this will work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I don't know. Kind of works. Kind of, sort of. Anyway, thank you for coming on tonight. I appreciate you spending a little time with me. And I'm going to leave my buy it now items in my shop. So if you're interested, you could always grab those and we'll get them shipped out to you. And I appreciate your time. Have a great rest of your evening. And you'll see me again next week with a new project. So stay tuned. See you. That's how do I shut this off? Not a great thing. Oh, there it is. All right. So now I think I just do